So a lot of you have probably come because of the Cordoba. You probably are subscribing because you saw the $600 budget sleeper build. So here we're going to go ahead and throw a radiator in this thing. Now when I drive it, it actually likes to overheat. Especially now that the weather's starting to get warm, we need to take precautions and make sure that we're not going to blow this thing up before we even have some fun with it. So I bought a brand new thermostat, gasket to go with it, and a brand new radiator. All that came from Rock Auto. I'm not sponsored by them. That's just where I went because they were the ones who had the best price and exactly what I needed. I'm basically going to start up an unboxing channel with all these boxes that I'm about to unwrap. You'll see the majority of them in the next video. Like, most of the video is going to be unboxing pretty much. But today we're just going to unbox the radiator and the thermostat for the Cordoba. So we'll go ahead and get into that. So we'll just start with the first box here. We have, there's my thermostat, and there's my gasket. And what I did, I went with the Gates 160 just because it's a lot, I feel a lot better running 160. I know this thing's probably supposed to have like a 180 or 195, but in the summertime it gets really hot here. And I run a 160 in everything I have. My truck has a 160 and the heater in it will basically run you out of the truck. It's so hot. So I'm not worried about the heater not getting warm or anything. So the car might not even have a thermostat in it for all I know. My truck didn't, but when I replaced the radiator that fixed it. So we're going to put this one in it. It's a 160 like I said. So before you comment saying it's not enough, I know it's enough. So it'll be perfectly fine. And then I'm just going to leave the gasket in there, but you can see that. Now let's get to the fun stuff. Ooh. Watch out for staples. That is nice. Check that out. Let me back you guys up. Now you can see the whole thing. Look at that. So here's the radiator unpacked. I know as far as the dimensions go, it's the same. I don't know necessarily whether or not it's the same thickness or whatever, but we'll find out. I think it's supposed to be a factory replacement, and it's metal too, so that's a good thing. We'll see what the deal is. I'm going to pop the hood and see the differences if there are any, but hopefully it'll just bolt right in. So let's go ahead and check. I don't know what to do with this trash. Oh, it looks the same. Okay, yeah. That's totally the same radiator. Yes, perfect. Yes. I wonder if this is like a, let me bring you closer. I wonder if it's like a refurbished one or something. But see how the thickness is the same? So it is a factory replacement and it is the same width. So I just wonder if this could be a refurbished one or if it's brand new. I don't know, I didn't check in the fine print. I just saw that it was for a Chrysler Cordoba, and I bought it. So let's just let's go ahead and start tearing this thing down. So while this is draining, I want to show you some reasons why I'm not choosing to just repair this one. As you can already see on the back side here, let me focus you guys real quick. If you look, there's a repair. There's a spot that's been repaired that's already rusted back through. This has been repaired. This spot right here has been repaired. right here, right there, some spots, right there, some spots. So this tank has already been welded on, so I don't even want to bother with trying to fix one that's got a lot of problems already. And as you can see, brand new, nice tanks. So what it would cost to fix the one I have and get it rotted out, or just have a new core put in it, I got a brand new one. So that's my reasonings. I was hoping I wouldn't have to take the fan out to do this job, but it turns out it's going to be a lot easier just to do it with it out of the way. Try not to drop this thing. There we go. We split a little bit. The reason I did that was because the drain for some reason would not work. So what I did was just take off the bottom hose whenever I pulled the radiator out. So it's fine. It's drained now. So here is our old thermostat, and here's our new thermostat. I don't know what this one is because, well, hold on. I can see it now. This is a 180. I can see it stamped in there now. I'm going with the 160. Like I said earlier, it gets really hot here in the summer months, so better safe than sorry. All I did was take the thermostat housing out with the upper radiator hose on it, and I'm going to clean up both sides and then throw the gasket on it and then throw the new one in. Okay, let's go ahead and put the upper radiator hose with the new thermostat back in. So I'm changing out the cooler line fittings for the transmission, and I noticed this. So the tank here, as you can see, is dented, and there's a curve. It goes right here. It's kind of hard to see kind of close up, but I'll back up in a second. But notice, okay, you see how it's kind of curved right there? You can see it there. Look at the top too. It's not looking the same on camera as I can see, but it's pretty drastic. It's arched. So it looks like somebody's been jumping this thing. And what happened was they bottomed out the radiator and then totally just bent the whole thing upwards. So this radiator is ruined, which is even better reason to replace it. So yeah. Fun fact though, I got these fittings in. All I had to do is take these ones out that came with the radiator, pop the ones that were in the old one inside it, and there we go. So everything's back together. Radiator's in, all the hoses are tight. Now all that's left is fill it up with fluid, but first I'm going to back it out. That way I don't make such a mess in the shop in case I spill anything. So let's go ahead and do that and we'll fill it up. So just taking the Cordoba down the road, and honestly the thing doesn't get near hot. It doesn't even get to the middle of the gauge, and that's great. That's going to be good for preparing for summertime, because right now it's probably about maybe 65 degrees outside right now, and as you can see it just hangs out right about there. I drove it last night and it did the same thing, but you know, it's kind of cool last night. It's probably about 50 something degrees, so this is a pretty decent test, even though that the summer it'd probably get 90 to 100 degrees outside. But I tried the heater last night and the heat worked perfect. It was still just the same as whenever I had it the last time with the old thermostat, so don't worry about the heater not working or it not getting hot enough. It's perfectly fine. So I'm really excited about this, and I'm able to actually drive the car now, so that's really good. Another thing I need to do is exhaust. Gosh, this thing is too quiet. See, listen. Can't even hear it. Which I guess that goes with the sleeper deal, but I don't know, I need something louder. I think I broke the exhaust. I was running through the gears and it popped. Listen. Well, there's that exhaust I wanted. It's currently dragging the ground. Oh boy. Holy cow, this thing's scraping the ground. I don't know if it's gonna make it back in one piece, but listen to it. Oh my god. I mean, I was at the top of first gear to the floor and I was just about to shift out. All of a sudden it popped and then the exhaust started scraping the ground. I thought the car blew up. No joke. Let me get home and I'll show you what it looks like. I found the problem. With this thing being so obnoxiously loud, I figured the only thing we can do about it is a burnout. So that is going to do it for today's episode, guys. The Cordoba runs and drives perfectly fine, except the exhaust fell off, which, I mean, I guess it's cool. Kind of sounds awful, but I don't know. It's whatever. We'll fix that. We'll do something different to it. I'm not too sure yet, but I'm really excited now to get the rear end in the car because I think that's really going to wake it up. The next video, though, unboxing, like I mentioned, everything for the Charger. It's going to be a ton of parts, so just be prepared for that. Thank you again for watching. If you liked the video, leave a like down below. If you have a question for me, leave a comment or send an email to me. Don't forget, send in your projects. Also, order your t-shirts and your stickers, guys. A link is in the description below. Thanks again, and I will see you in the next one.